ready to start, brother?
In a second, let me pull up the email.
All I'm saying is you got some shit up here talking about go deeper. Go deeper. No pun intended. No pun intended. Okay?
We do have spectators in here.
We definitely do, and it's all good. So y'all hear what y'all gonna hear. We gonna keep it as natural as possible. But real talk, I just need y'all to know.
You know, black folks, we don't follow directions. So
first time we actually got a live audience inside the building of H.E.R headquarters. The right audience for sure. All right. So, what up, Maine? It's been a minute.
What up, Shay?
I don't get a chance to see you too often, brother, but we here for it. We definitely are here for it.
I'm around. You know where to find me.
I do. And I understand that you're trying to pop this one off, no pun intended, with Go Deeper. This is where we at with it?
This is episode 14 of the Dear Love and Lust podcast. Title is Go Deeper.
Deeper and deeper.
And it's not what y'all perverts are thinking.
Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself.
I mean, you know.
And then some. All right. So here we are, Dear Love and Lust podcast. And, people sometimes want to know exactly who you bees on the ones and the twos and threes. So share a little,
I am Jumaine, Maine Event Brown.
That's what's up.
Born and raised in Albany, New York. Promoter, DJ, photographer, single dad. I do a lot of things. You know what I mean? I represent the 518. We're going to keep it that simple.
We're going to keep it that simple. All right.
And who the hell are you?
Whoop, whoop, whoop. I be Bklyn Shay here on the ones and twos and the threes, and part of her Temple Monologues, which we are at the official headquarters at United Sisters of New York. Shout out to our sisters over there. And I'm a spoken word poet, creator, an artist, a mom, definitely single as fuck. And we are just two people that been through some shit. Okay. And this is a disclaimer. We are not experts.
No, we're not experts. This is for entertainment purposes only.
So don't even give it to us. Okay. There we go. All right. So with that being said.
Yeah.
Here you go with episode 14. Go deeper. That's where we at with it?
Yes. Let me just read the line that we read every single episode.
Come on.
So, as you know, as she just said, we are not experts, right?
Facts. Mm-hmm.
Dear Love and Lust shares perspectives from both a man, myself, and a woman, male, female, however you want to use it, in response to submitted anonymous questions regarding love, sex, and relationship. There will also be various topics discussed as well. Today we only really got like 2 questions, but they're good ones.
Okay.
And then we're going to go on some topics. And me and Shay, we just going to have a conversation.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, maybe we'll cut that conversation and then add the guests that are in the room.
I think so. Because I don't think they're going to be able to wait that long. You know what I'm saying?
And we'll do that. But we'll see how this time frame is flowing.
Well, let's just at least toast up to episode 14.
Episode 14. Click,
Here we
clack.
go. Click, click, click. All right. That's what's up. Oh, I should have drank after that. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not drinking today. Yeah, right. All right. So, are you diving into this one? Because I seen the video. You seen the video?
Yes, I saw the video.
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
So, am I asking a question?
You
first?
asking a question.
I'm asking question.
Go ask
1.
the question.
Okay. No, actually, no. You ask question because
me
I
to-
want to ask question 2.
Oh, gosh.
That question
one
2 needs a man voice to ask.
All right, so here we go. Dear Love and Lust, we thank y'all so much for tuning in all the time. We thank y'all for y'all support, y'all questions, and everything like that. Make sure, here's my intro and my outro, all right? Make sure y'all tune in to Dear Love and Lust. Send those questions at gmail.com. Also, get that merch, okay, at mainevent.com. So that we can make sure to continue to keep you fly and so forth. So I do a little conventional stuff or unconventional, as Maine says. I'm like the little billboard and stuff like that sometimes.
Stay promoting, but it's all good.
I love caps, okay? So this particular cap, it says what? Boss Queen. okay? Courtesy of, though I paid for it, okay? Bricks the boss, all right? So he be doing some great stuff, and he's actually, you know, one of the guests that's here inside the building, so y'all definitely hear from them. But I want to tell y'all, you know, red and black is my favorite colors. So the fact that, you know, this is like representing the queens in the building. Shout out to all the queens out there. We loving y'all, okay? Y'all know Shay got that red for y'all. All right. So speaking of that, let's get with the whole process of this shit. The question that we had come in. Do you guys think Quavo was being abusive to Sweetie with the elevator video? This is signed Mrs. I'm trying to see something. You trying to see something? I saw a lot. I don't know about you, Maine. Did you see a lot?
I saw a lot, but not a lot at the same time.
But not a lot at the same time. We don't know why the bag was initially in the elevator.
See, what I hate about, you know, TMZ.
Go for it.
Shade Room, you know, these blogs and even, you know, mainstream media outlets. We only get the snippet. Now, in this snippet, the only punch only punch I seen thrown was from Sweetie. And if she would have connected, that might have dazed Quavo. I ain't gonna front. It looked a little heavy in it right there.
She was going.
She was little, but she looked, you know.
Right.
And you remember Chris Rock had a stand-up routine not too long ago, and he was like, "I won't hit a female, but I'll shake the shit out of that."
Right. I remember that.
That's what I saw happen.
Okay. You saw that.
That's in my mind.
That was your
what
point
I
of
saw.
view. So what I saw happening was Shorty was trying to dip out, and he swung that ass around like, you ain't going nowhere. At least not right now.
You think she was trying to dip out?
It seemed like she was trying to take that bag with her. Okay, and he was like, absolutely not.
Do you know what bag it was?
I don't know what bag that was, but I figured that's where it stemmed from.
It's a game console bag. It was his bag.
Right, and she tried to take it.
He was leaving.
Okay.
Let's back this up.
No, but let's back it up.
We gonna go deeper.
Wait, we can go deeper, but you can't say your part and then I don't get to say my part.
No,
so let me tell you what my
you
point of
say
view was
it.
from watching the initial video, right?
ahead.
So the initial video, I'm seeing Shorty try to grab the bag. Okay,
Right.
He wasn't having it. Swung
Right.
that ass around and put her on the floor.
Right.
So real quick though, with that whole process going on, she was absolutely on the floor, obviously.
Yep.
He then made a realization, oh shit, the camera in the elevator. So he looks up. But then he tries not to even fucking look at her. So I'm moved by the fact that you ain't even trying to check to say, are you okay? Are you all right? You understand what I'm saying? He ain't saying none of that. And then she peacefully walks her ass out the elevator like ain't shit fucking just take place. Even though he keep looking and he trying to hold the elevator open like, are you going to get the fuck up? Today? Tomorrow?
Okay.
Whenever we doing, that's what I saw. I saw somebody sitting her ass down like he set that ass down like bop.
He flung her off him.
He flung
her off.
He definitely flung her.
I'm not
she
an
only
advocate.
but $110.
I'm leaving the situation. I'm not putting my hand. I'm not doing anything. She could, unless she got like a knife or gun to me, ain't nothing physically is going to occur with me personally.
Right? Would you have swung her in the elevator? You said no, right?
No.
You're a gentleman, so you wouldn't have swung her, but you would have gestured.
But here's what I believe what was going on. See, Lord, as I was saying earlier with the snippets, those were his bags. That was her apartment. Mm-hmm. He was leaving. Mm-hmm. She didn't want him to go.
Okay.
What's the quickest way to make sure your man stay in your apartment when you want him to be there?
Is to what? Put the bag there?
Have his game console at your place.
I can't.
If he's not in the studio, Quavo is probably on playing NBA Live or Call of Duty or whatever. Mm-hmm. How do you keep your man from cheating? You know he's sitting right there on the game right in front of you in your apartment, not aware of anything else but the game and you being there.
Really?
So,
Come on.
When he was trying to leave, because she may have pissed him off, or he may have pissed her off, and instead of engaging, he was trying to leave, but she didn't want him to leave.
Wow.
Now, having
it.
some idea and familiarity with her mother, there is some correlation with behaviors. But I'm not going to go there because I'm only going to be speaking from hearsay with regards to the mother.
Right.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Now, both of them were wrong. There's no reason for her to be swinging on him. There's no reason for him to be swinging her in the elevator.
Right.
However, those are two individuals that were making choices on their own in the heat of the moment.
Right.
They're also young. They both got in the industry young, so they've been pampered all their life. So there are certain attitudes that come in where you just feel you can do whatever you want when, for most of your life, you've been doing whatever you want and getting paid for it.
Right. Okay. I feel you in that one.
So there was a maturity factor that was there. But what I will say...
Let's get back to the goddamn question. Do
I
you
am
believe
getting
that
to
he
the
was
game.
abusive?
I don't believe he was abusive.
Okay. So you may not believe that he was abusive. He wasn't
But
abusive.
you're the social worker.
Right. And he wasn't abusive because he saw that fucking camera. Okay? So let's just understand that and say that clear as day that he really didn't fuck her up because he saw that camera inside that elevator and was like,
you see we're going deeper today.
Listen, we are definitely going deeper today. Okay? We going as deep as somebody with that goddamn bottle that's in the audience. Okay? I'm just saying, whoever is really, you better be giving some good ass head because that shit sounding deeper than deeper. That's just like our title over here. Okay? Go deeper. All right? So
you hear that bottle?
I hear that shit is crickling in my ear. I'm like, golly. It's like it's picking up every sound. So
we're gonna expose who's
expose them. Yeah. But my whole thing is the question is that I'm trying to see something says Mrs. Okay, she definitely wants to know. Do we think that he was being abusive? I'm gonna say this, social worker. Here we go. Okay, because I'm being funny talking about in terms of the video. I don't think that he was being abusive. I think that he absolutely was trying to acquire and handle his items appropriately. She was going for it. They tussled or whatever like that, and most of us get into stuff like that. So let me keep it a buck, right? So if he was being abusive, he would have continued to pound on her, and he did not. And again, I don't know if it had to do with the camera. I don't know if it had to do with anything, but I don't believe that he was being abusive. I believe that they have had a toxic situationship for quite some time, and this is just one of the incidents that happened to be caught on camera. That's my thought process with it.
I agree, and what I wanted to also make a point about, because I have been seeing it on the social media, this is no way in any shape or form equivalent to the Ray Rice situation at all.
Definitely not. He knocked her out. Okay, I dare you to say that he did.
No, he punched her dead in her face.
Thank you. Okay
and she got up like nothing happened and still went with him. That, to me, if she gets up after getting punched in the face like that, that's abuse, because that's something that happens normal. The reaction
was like brush it off.
Here we go again.
Right.
Now, I also believe abuse is something that's repetitive.
Facts.
You got to do it more than once for it to be considered abuse. However,
it only take one time. But go ahead.
The laws of the land, that's why they went from domestic abuse to domestic violence. If domestic violence occur, somebody going to jail.
Sting them. Yeah.
Or getting kicked out the house, one or the other.
It was real. It was real. So I would teeter on the fence of saying, again, I truly believe that the camera played a part. Because just the way he was looking. When he looked up and he realized what it was, he kept his fucking head straight.
But I also think you got to think there were witnesses there. It wasn't just the camera.
Facts. But that was, again, after the fact. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it was still after the fact. Like, he knew they was going to still see her sitting there on the goddamn floor. Like, what happened? Why is she sitting there looking like a puppy? Like, you know what I'm saying? So whether she was playing a victim and playing like, woe was me type of thing, she knew what she was doing when she jumped in there and tried to grab his console, as you say. Because I didn't know what that was.
According to what I've read, that was a game console bag. It's one of those exclusive ones that, only certain people can either afford or get gifted to them.
Okay. Well, gift on. Maybe she bought it.
Could be.
Could be. And she wanted her shit back. You ain't taking that with you, motherfucker. You could game on. You want to game some pussy out there? Go game that pussy, okay? But you won't be gaming my shit.
But here's the thing. Allegedly, this happened like a year or so ago. So I don't know if the cheating. Somebody
leaked the video.
Yeah, this happened a while ago. She made a statement about it too. I think it's still on her Instagram or Twitter or whatever.
Nah,
and she even played it down.
Okay. It is what it is. I mean, of course, stuff was going to come out because they all in the media and everything like that. Whether it's bad press, it's good press, it's the whole 9 yards.
I mean, you know TMZ pays well.
Yeah, and it's definitely making them very relevant, okay? Whether they always was, but still, even more so.
If you on security and you broke and you have access to video.
Yeah. Hey, that's it. Set for life.
Whoever leaked that Jay-Z video and beyond, woo, they got paid. They got paid.
Please don't bring me back to that moment, because I mean,
the only reason why. Listen, why I brought that up.
She was my shero.
Did you see the picture that they put up where Quavo was shaking Jay-Z's hand?
Yeah.
And the caption was like, "Yeah, next time take the stand." Oh my God.
I can't.
See, they can't even hold their laughter. I can't.
That shit was funny. I'm like, Jay-Z anyway, moving on. All right, so did we answer her question?
Two cheating men, right?
Did we answer? You know what? Leave it alone, man. Leave it alone.
But I'm saying,
leave it alone.
Women cheat too. Men just have the reputation for it. Oh, why you turning your head though?
Because I'm far few and in between. Okay, you got to be a whole piece of shit for a woman to really cheat on you. Okay.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Ooh, I'm triggered.
No cap. Wait, I'm saying is that. Listen. I don't know what y'all situation was, but I'm just saying. History has shown.
So the woman can't have just a piece of shit behavior.
Like, she could. But I'm saying, because
I ain't never cheated on anybody, but I've been cheated on. That's part of the reason. Well, you know what? I'm not even gonna disparage.
You want some more to drink?
me and my ex
let me give you a little bit.
Co-parenting in a peaceful space.
Y'all co-parenting in a beautiful space.
I don't need that one. You know.
Here, take a little.
If it ain't sweet, I don't drink it. You know.
Let me see what it is.
Oh my gosh.
Taste it. If it's bitter, don't drink no more.
It'll work for now.
So wait a minute. Now.
Hold on, let them get their laughter out. Cause that actually I don't usually get stung, and I don't usually feel, you felt. I don't usually let shit get to me. That hit you. I'm like, wait, what?
That hit you in your chest. You was like,
but you know what? That's actually a perfect segue for question number 2.
Wait a minute. All right. Ooh. Pause. All right. Audience, thank you. Hold on.
Nah, they collabed this. That was crazy.
That shit, you was like,
wait.
I know you. Wait a minute.
That was like, wow, that's crazy.
That was crazy, but was it directed towards a gentleman? If it doesn't apply to you, then don't take offense to it. If it doesn't apply to you, don't take offense to if it doesn't apply.
Man,
that's just my point of view. You got to be a whole piece of shit for somebody to cheat on you, and I mean that in terms of like my ex-husband. He deserved to be.
This is what you should have said. Let me help you out.
No, don't help me. Don't change my words, because I meant what I said.
Listen, I'm gonna hold your hand.
Change.
Let me hold your hand.
You can hold my hand, but I don't want you to change my words. Don't tell me what I should have said.
This is what we're gonna do.
This is what we're gonna do. Are we coming to kumbaya moments?
Yes, you're gonna listen to me.
We're gonna come to a kumbaya moment. I'm gonna hold your hand.
You're gonna hold my hand.
Okay.
What you should have expressed, in my opinion,
go for it.
Was you have to be a piece of shit man for a good woman to cheat on you.
Okay, I'm with you on that.
Oh, exactly.
Okay, solid.
Exactly.
This is my motherfucker over here. See, he be saying the right shit that gets the points. And you're absolutely right. Okay, because you are not a piece of shit type of guy.
I'm a gentleman.
You are a gentleman, and whatever the fuck transpired with your process, it is what it is. Okay, but Yes, you have to be a piece of shit of a man in order for a good woman to cheat on your sorry fucking ass, okay? And that's period, okay?
Somebody sensitive too.
I
Damn
am
it.
sensitive to it because when my ex-husband did his dumb shit, okay, I was like, you know what? After all the bullshit, after helping that motherfucker elevate to be to who he was, when that knife dropped on his leg, it should have happened. And that's it. And I ain't gonna say no more about that. You fucks with me, you're gonna get cut. Okay? And that's just the bottom line. No cap. Okay? Period. All right? Because I learned
This is for
old
entertainment
school.
purposes
You're
only.
lucky I ain't putting no rat poison in your shit.
We
but
we
other
are
than
not
that,
experts.
Let's
We are
just keep it
two
real.
humans.
We are two
who have
humans that
been
done been through some shit.
There we
I
go.
wouldn't commit murder, but you deserved it. Period. Okay?
Oh, I'm dying here. You sure you wanted us here?
Oh, we on 20 tonight.
Period. Make them mental notes. Make them mental notes.
Bricks. Listen. This next question is for us men.
Go for it.
This next question is for us men. These ladies might get quiet after this one.
Go for it.
Are we good?
We great.
We got that out of the system.
Did.
We went deep.
We went deep.
I knew it was gonna get deep. This is why it's called Let's Go Deeper.
Let's go deeper. Okay.
Shoot.
I just need y'all to know that this is entertainment.
Oh, this is entertainment.
It's entertainment.
Episode 14.
Some facts. I just
right.
need you to know I'm not the one to fuck with.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Go right. Go ahead.
Woosah.
Next. Go ahead. Read it on.
All right. This question says, my lady always makes smart comments about me taking so long to make her my wife. Dramatic pause. She always uses that as an excuse not to do things when I ask her to. But on the flip side, should I be petty and stop doing the things I do normally and say, well, I'm not your husband, so why should I do it? Another dramatic pause. My point is, why do women want men to do so much, but then do little in return because they don't have a ring on their finger? I bought the house we live in. I pay the majority of the bills, car notes, make sure she's good with almost anything she wants, like beauty stuff, hair, and things like that. I treat her like she's my wife, even though she does not treat me like her husband, because I haven't proposed to her yet. I just want to know, what is the difference, Mr. Husband Material? Let me zoom in. Her face.
And excuse me, this is coming from Mr. Husband Material. It doesn't appear that you're a fucking husband material. I'ma just say that out loud. What point of, cause you haven't proposed? I'm so confused. Did she make smart comments? So what? It's like, at the end of the day, let's just understand this.
She takes
If
a
she
deep
does,
sigh.
I have to, because I just want to say this. Should I be petty? Why would you be petty if you really want to be with this particular person? You know what I'm saying? I really feel that this is the part of communication that goes left when people feel that they need to react to certain things that people do, because a woman is going to be more emotional, and that we're going to react and start doing certain shit to get your attention if we feel that you're not meeting some of our needs. And it doesn't make it right. No, it doesn't make it right. It means that two people need to communicate effectively.
Okay, you said he's not meeting needs, right? But in this comment,
Jesus,
in
take the
question, he says, I bought the house we live in. I pay most of the bills. Where else he said? Let me see. Bricks, I hear you. Um, car notes. I make sure she's good with almost anything she wants, like beauty stuff, hair, and things like that. What is he not doing to take care of her?
I'm sleeping.
so
I fell asleep. I'm sorry. All right.
did you hear what I said, though?
I heard what you said, and that's a
Okay,
whole
all
lot
right.
of materialistic shit. And it's just like, at the end of the day, if you are going to be a person that is focused solely on providing, I'm sure she's able to do just the same. However, maybe she's chosen not to because she's like, you know what? Why am I going to bless you with wife-like abilities and you haven't yet to commit fully to me to say, hello, I am meant to be your whole wife, okay? So stop paying the goddamn bills. And this is my thing. If you want to see how she really show up for you, stop doing
Okay, that's what I
that.
was going to say.
That's what I'm saying. Stop doing it. I'm receiving what he's saying he's doing.
Okay.
You need to
Okay.
stop doing
Okay.
it first and foremost to see whether or not if shorty really rocks with you, okay? Because under no circumstances will you be doing all of these things and she's not necessarily receiving it, but in her mind, she's like, more than likely, thinking as a woman, all right, well, that's a great thing that you're doing all them things, but you've yet to lock me down. And you've yet to express in that facet. Maybe that's what she needs, okay? Not every woman needs that. If you on this particular wave, that means that eventually it's coming. So patience is a virtue. So at some point, instead of being salty as it appears she's being, you would be like, okay, it must be coming because he's doing X, Y to the Z, and we are in this committed type of situation. But I would say stop doing it.
I was going to say the same thing.
Period.
However, to answer the last question of what the difference is,
The difference is the fact that you ain't put a ring on it.
let me break it down. Hold on. Marriage is a traditional institution of society that society as a whole agrees is a symbol and business arrangement.
Which means that they should have had a conversation
hold
already.
on. Can I finish? Because I'll shut up when you talk and made your point now.
Did I make my point? Because it seemed like you was ready to dive in. Go
You
ahead.
didn't let me finish.
Go ahead, man. We always have.
I'm answering the man's question.
Go ahead, answer the question.
All right. Shoot. Showing off because company's here.
We show off all the time.
We
with each
do,
other.
though.
Yes,
We
we
do.
do. So go ahead.
But, again, marriage is what society as a whole recognized
I agree.
as an institution that recognize a committed relationship and a business connection, a partnership between two people.
Right.
I almost said man and woman, but we have varieties
Exactly.
in this day and age. At one time, we didn't. So, matter of fact, I will bring that up. At one time, we did not have the variety outside of man and woman being married. So, because of that contextualized ideology, the difference between what he's doing now is literally a ceremony and going down to City Hall, filling out your paperwork, and so forth. What this man is doing
Here we go.
is husband intentions.
I would
But
agree with
she
that.
has other expectations on top of that she feels needs to be gratified by going to City Hall, doing the paperwork, having a ceremony maybe. It don't even have to be big. It could be small and private, especially with COVID nowadays. Who knows? However, she has been raised not only by Disney princess ideologies, not only by Christian, probably church ideologies of marriage, society in general, rom-com movies. Everybody points to the marriage as the go-to. The marriage is just a ceremony and paperwork. The relationship goes beyond all that. You don't even have a relationship. You can't even get to the point of a successful marriage. And I feel where he's coming from is, I'm doing all those things. I'm not asking for much, but you're always telling me no.
Right.
Maybe if she said, she ain't got to say yes to everything. Maybe she said yes to one or two things. Maybe she don't make it a challenge when he seeks certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Like he doesn't make it a challenge. I need my nails done or whatever he does for her.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you still going?
See, she about to smack me in my face right now. This is
all right.
what I feel
I
like
just wanted to
right
know if you were still going because this is my whole thing right here, and this is where I feel like most people, and I'm generalizing because we're talking about just in general. We're not just male and female, right?
Yeah, we right.
So here's the thing.
Got
I told you. I said I'm leaving myself open for my husband to receive my husband, right?
Right.
I'm dating, but I'm leaving myself open to receive my husband. So say, all right, everything's going well with one particular person, and he's doing the most. Like we decided to move in together. He's doing everything that Mr. Man here is talking about, Mr. Husband Material is talking about, and how he's making sure the house is paid for. He's making sure the car note is done. He's making sure he's doing this, that, and the third.
And being faithful.
And yeah, okay. that whatever. That wasn't brought up, but what I want you to know is this. One thing for sure is that a woman focus on is the fact that you can say whatever you want to say. Actions speak louder than words, right? So, if you prepping me, because that's what it seems like he's doing. He's prepping her to be his wife. That's what it seems like. But you've yet to do it. And then you say, why do women expect you to do the most? First off, you're doing it. So who's expecting it? You're already acknowledging the fact that this is something that either you were brought up into, that you're comfortable with doing. So you're choosing to do it. But what you haven't done is made her an honorable woman that states the fact that, she is someone I really want to completely commit to. You're not committing to somebody by buying a car, paying a car note, paying for a house. You're doing something that is like, okay, this is a financial business arrangement,
face, right?
okay? But I'm talking about if somebody was to come to me with all of this right here and not being willing to say, I want to commit to you, there is a difference, because God forbid something happens to you, I get nothing. Like if we got kids together, I get nothing. No matter how much you paid for the house and you did this, that, and the third. If you're vested that much and you spending that much money and time and attention, then that means that you're going to make sure that I'm an honorable woman and that our union is together. Like, there's no way, shape, or form is she making those smart comments, because she's like, well, when are you going to do the thing that we've grown up to receive, society, whatever, however you want to do it. But this is something that in a relationship, you would have communicated the fact that this is something, our goal, that this is where we're heading. If we're still in this limbo where you husband material, you could be husband material and be a whole piece of shit, okay? Because you're paying for stuff. That doesn't make you a man. All right, because a woman could do just the same. Because I'm sorry, I can pay my mortgage, I can pay my car note, I could do all these things. That does not mean that the man that I'm with has to worry about any of those type of things. But if you're around me, you're around my kids, and you're not even trying to say we're going to take this to the next level, then I'm going to have maybe some reservations and have some smart comments to say, well, when are we going to make this official? You know what I'm saying? Because you could pass away the next day, and then guess what? I'm left with nothing but a bunch of bills.
Now, I completely agree with what you said.
I bet you do.
But I'm going to show off in front of company and be Stephen A. Smith Brown.
Please do.
And give a counterpoint.
Go for it.
How do you know he doesn't already have a life insurance policy with her name on it?
Jesus,
how do you not know that he has prepared and set up a bunch of things? How do you know he doesn't already have a ring, but he's not giving you the ring?
Well, let me tell you.
See, I'll let you talk.
Go ahead, Maine.
I'll let you talk.
Go ahead. Here we go with that shit. Go for it. Show off.
I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
I am going to show off today.
Show off, because I got something
How
for
do you know he doesn't have the ring ready to give to you, But because she's completely refusing just whatever he's asking, it could be little, could be small, and bringing that up, that you're not actually beginning to start to push this man away from
So we're
you.
going to be a narcissist now? So now
How is that narcissism?
It's a narcissistic shit that you just now said.
How is that narcissism?
Because basically what you're implying is the fact that, oh, I'm sorry, you're not appreciating what I'm doing for you, so I'm going to take this ring and hold on to it like it's the God-forsaken shit that every woman want in the world. I don't give a fuck about a ring, okay? If you ain't up here trying to build a legacy and some wealth and stuff like that, keep your damn ring. Because what are you holding on to that for? That's not no shit you dangling over my head like, you better be good, little girl, and I'm going to give you that ring that you always wanted.
Wait
Get
a
outta
minute.
here.
Aren't you doing the same damn thing?
With what?
Aren't you doing the
How?
same damn thing
How?
by saying you haven't made me your wife yet?
No, you're not. 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 We ain't turning no goddamn camera around. This is not me. This is the fucking situation that is talking
No, this
here.
is
Okay,
not.
this is not Brooklyn
we're having
Shay.
fun.
Okay,
we
no,
having
the
fun.
hell it ain't. No, the hell it
Listen,
ain't.
we having
no,
fun.
the hell it ain't. I don't know who
This
this
is
couple
not.
is,
This is
but
not
it ain't me.
personal perspective.
No, it's
per
not.
Se. We just talking junk right
We
now.
are definitely.
And it's fun right
and
now.
all I'm saying is that in the end, he says, I just want to know what the difference is. The difference is one situation, you're going to end up having something to hold on to. God forbid something transpires.
Factual,
okay.
factual,
And the
accurate.
other one, you're going to have nothing. So, Mr. Husband material, if you vested this much time in this woman, God forbid something happens to you. Okay. She is not going to have a leg to stand on because she's not going to gain anything from it. No matter how much cars and this, that, and the third, it ain't going to matter. So that is the difference. Being a husband and being somebody who is a situational dick that's what it appears to be.
I wouldn't say it's situational.
I'm going to say
dick if they
situational
live
dick because it
together.
seems like a situational shit to me. That's what it seems like.
Oh my God!
Pay
Now
bills, pay this,
was
pay that.
hilarious.
It has been.
I told you, go deep.
Go deep.
Were we not deeper today?
We are definitely deeper.
Were we not deeper
And
today?
I even find it more funnier that I got my sisters over in the corner that act like they finna come for me for this shit. I'm like, y'all better pipe the fuck down and listen to what the hell she's saying and what he's talking about. All right? So
Listen,
understand.
honestly, both points are valid. It's
They
just
are.
a matter of what the actual situation
The
is.
actual question was, I just want to know what the difference is.
That was your perspective on it.
This was the part I held on to.
I held on to
What
it
is the
too.
difference? The difference is the fact that you ain't gonna get shit or you gonna get shit.
But you don't know that.
Oh, Lord of Jesus, to take the wheel.
See,
Okay.
you don't know that.
We don't know. You're right. We really don't know.
But that's an opinion
We really
that
don't
I
know.
respect.
I respect it too.
Just like the other opinion could be, the simple difference is
What's the difference?
his mental capacity of what a marriage is,
It's not on the same wave as her.
right? And then there are certain things that he's asking her to do
Mm-hmm.
that's not getting done.
Okay.
Now, I would
agree
agree
with that.
what you said in the beginning.
Which
He
part?
should stop doing that.
He just should stop. And I really meant that. Like,
I
if you
felt
say
that.
you think you should stop,
I didn't
stop.
expect you to say it, but
Yeah.
I felt that.
Yeah, he needs to stop. It's like, that's the only way you're going to see if she really running for you.
You know what I
Point
mean?
blank, period.
You know,
All right.
just don't be like Dwayne Wade, had no breakup baby or nothing like that.
You, I mean, it is what it is. So we going on? We good with that?
I guess.
All right, we moving on because that was deep. You know what I'm saying? Touch the little
We like
spirits
40
here.
minutes and we
got
went,
it.
We went
All right.
40 minutes on 2 questions.
I'm exactly. I want to do number 2.
You want to do
fuck
number
Shay's
2?
topics, yeah.
We gonna forget
Okay,
Shay's
yeah,
topic?
fuck Shay, yeah. This right here is gonna get it all.
So freaky sex topic of the week. I don't have one yet. What do you got?
Freaky sex. What to define freaky sex? I like this topic.
Freaky sex topic of the week. Something that's sexual, that's freaky. That you might have seen in the headlines or on social media.
Freaky sex topic. Should we turn this to our audience?
Huh?
Should we turn this to the audience?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Freaky sex to me, this is a topic, okay, that somebody in this room is very well versed on. So that's the only reason why I said should we turn it to the audience. But and and it start with a V. But freaky sex topic
Wow.
of the week
Wow.
would be
Pineapples.
pineapples.
Oh, I can't say
okay?
pineapples on the show either. I
You
forgot.
can. You can. You can say all the pineapples that you want to say. Okay. So I don't know. I mean, define freaky sex. I mean, freaky sex nowadays is so overrated. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, another person being there watching you. I mean, while you having sexual relations
freaky.
with your person, sitting there,
Let me.
with the camera and a bunch of fucking toys and experiencing each penetration, whether you want it in the ass, you want
Sounds
it
like a
in
great
the
fucking
private,
time.
you want to, those are freaky things. I mean, like what we talked about before, like I like rough sex. I'm like, throw my ass up against something. So
Here we
we
go.
talked about all of that.
See, I
Which
usually
part?
screenshots stuff that I want to chop into.
Have you ever just wanted to text a motherfucker and be like, we need to fuck? Absolutely. But I don't think they can handle that. If that was coming from me, I don't think somebody could handle that. Like,
Well, I mean, somebody got the chastity belt on right now, so I don't know how that would be.
Well, the chastity has been like,
You call somebody, I guarantee they crashing before they get to you because they're gonna be like, "Huh."
I don't know. I would say that
you gonna make somebody just whatever. They could be in the middle of something. They gonna drop it and just run
you think so.
because they've been waiting. They've been waiting.
I don't think people see me that way, but I would
See,
teeter
that's
on
the problem.
I
You
really don't think people see me that way. I'm gonna say, if
Listen.
you're still talking about freaky sex and topic of the week, all right? I don't think people see me in that facet. They may
You don't think people lust after you?
lust. No. This is the bullshit that we talk about when you have an audience.
Oh
we
my
never have an
God.
audience, but goddamn it, if this ain't the topic.
But here's this. These was prepared before the audience.
I
was
know
even
it
into
was.
this.
What?
We
what
was gonna
tell me
talk.
some freaky shit on your end. Freaky sex topics. Come on,
All right, so
audience.
my freaky sex stuff is literally, debating whether or not I should return a favor when a woman sends me nudes or videos of her doing sexual things. You know what I mean?
Don't do it. You're gonna end up on a goddamn a milk carton somewhere.
You know what
Don't
I
do
mean?
it. Don't send nobody back that shit.
And it is crazy because, most time when women send stuff, they don't usually include their face.
And she's including her face. She has no future aspirations. Let her go.
Why? Why?
None.
Maybe
If
she
you
just,
put your
maybe
face
she
up in
just
some
trusts
shit,
me. Maybe they
She
just
don't
trust
fucking
me.
trust you. She don't trust you.
Maybe they just
You
trust
have
me.
no goals in life to ever be famous or to ever want more for yourself. So I'm just gonna say that out loud. If you are sending Maine shit with your face, either you really confident in your shit, but you better block yourself out because he's a gentleman, but that don't mean that shit won't be leaked somewhere.
Maple, let me tell you what has been said
Pineapple.
by some of them. There's something about you that makes me trust you is literally the line that I get. I don't do the the fuckboy shit where like I don't ask.
Right. They just send.
I don't pry. Like what's crazy to me is I can start a conversation has nothing to do with sex, trying to really get to know this person, and for some reason that turns them on.
That turns them on. You said
Because I'm not
asking.
going there.
So they want to go there.
You know what I mean? And it's weird. That's why I say I'm not a good guy, but I'm a gentleman.
Yeah, but that's
Because-
insecurities within themselves because they feel like, oh shit, he ain't asked yet, so let me at least dive on in. That's some woman that's absolutely
what?
insecure in their shit.
I hear what you're saying. That's actually a good point.
Completely.
That is actually a good point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
All right, we're gonna take a pause for the cause, and then
Right.
we're gonna reset this up.
Right.
Because we gotta have
We gotta have the
audience.
conversation.
Who we have? We got the bro Bricks in the building. We got
Yes.
Tammy in the building. Who else
Lady
we got?
T. All right. We got Vic and we got Meek. Okay. And this is the shit that we doing right now.
It's
We're gonna
about to be
turn
some
it
shit.
on that side.
The lights
So-
about to come on in the
Right.
room.
So they could say everything that they've been dying to say this whole time outside of what they already said because we done heard this shit all up in the air. Okay? So, Only thing is that it got to be one at a time because too much talking over each other, nobody's gonna
Well,
hear you.
here's what I think is gonna have to happen.
Go for it.
Somebody, Brick, say something. Let me hear you. You the furthest away.
If you talk, so we can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Say a little bit louder.
1 2 1 2.
Yes,
yeah, we can
definitely.
hear you. All right, so let me just flip the camera around.
Yep. You want me to flip mine?
Yeah, that's what I'm
All
about
right.
to end up doing.
All right, and you gotta cut the light on so he could say we could see you.
Yep. So we'll take a pause for the cause. We'll
Pause
be
for the
back.
cause. What up? What up? What up? What up?
We're back after that little short break.
Absolutely, and this is the first time we got a live audience in full effect.
We got
on
some
Dear
special
Love
guests
and
in the
Less.
building in my DJ Envy voice.
Woohoo! And they were actually, y'all heard them in the background, giving it up,
They were
tossing it up,
cracking
cracking up, having like, moments, okay? So, this is an opportunity right now for them to absolutely showcase and talk about the things that they heard and what their viewpoints are on it, okay? So, we got Bricks in the building. All right. Disobey family and then some. We got Meek, all right, up there. She is the stylish and spa lady, face shoes and business etiquette up there on Albany Shake Road, all right? She does everything. All right? We talking about catering too via her husband and so forth. You know, she got a lot of stuff going on. She married, okay? And then Vic, she married as well. She up there doing her thing up there in Troy, making people, like we say, mental health is wellness when it comes to her. All right.
So we got married folk in the building.
We got married folks. We got at least
balance.
two. We got balance. We got two ladies in the building that happen to be married. We got two single people in the building that obviously are not married. So we got Lady T on the end cap right there, the world to eat fried chicken comedian, hostess, mothers, that whole 9 yards. All right. So we got that male perspective over there on that side, balancing out Maine, and the ladies here,
It's about the accurate ratio of world population right now.
It truly is.
2 to 4.
Truly is. All right. we getting it. All right, so it's all on you.
Let me hear them talk. Make sure I got them levels right for them. So Bricks, just give a quick shout out to who you are.
Yeah, this is Bricks the Balls Disobey General.
All right.
Okay, Vic.
This is Vic, hostess with the mostest for the vibration. What's good?
All right. Tim.
Comedian Lady T, the world to eat fried chicken in the building, y'all.
There we go. And of course the lovely Mika.
Michaela.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's like everybody was like with the full information.
All right.
Find me on Facebook, IG.
Now, what do you usually do for Shay, weekly or bi-weekly or something like that?
Facials.
Oh, okay.
Baby. Hello.
What's the location?
490 Albany Shaker Road.
Look at that. We doing commercials.
Y'all come through.
Okay. Come through.
Do me a favor. Let's
know
get
what?
Tammy in the shot a little bit more.
I want to know why she even went there, and she's sitting up there. There she go.
There she
go. All right.
I see how you trying to cut me.
No, actually, I didn't.
you was in the shot.
Maine,
We gonna keep it
but
right.
Maine had me cut you half. Okay, so
Oh,
I don't know if
Maine,
you want
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole part or not, but
So what were we talking about?
I do. You notice that? Good job. No cap. Don't come with it.
We were talking about freaky sex stuff, right?
We were.
Anybody got a freak?
Go there first.
Or the first.
Oh wait, y'all not ready?
No, y'all go in order.
I thought we
You-
were going
No,
in
no,
order.
no,
What's
no,
the
no,
question?
We need to go in order.
Why don't you go in order?
All right, you know what?
Go in order.
What do y'all want to talk about first?
No, we gotta
We're
go
going to
order.
go with question number one.
What was
Alex.
question number one? Yeah, go with one first.
We gonna back it up to question number 1. All right, we'll do that. Let me get.
You ready for it?
Yeah, we ready for it.
It's about Quavo and Sweetie. Like,
All
what's
right.
your thought process?
So
on
what's
that
your
whole-
thought process? Do you think
episode?
Quavo was being abusive to Sweetie in that elevator video?
I don't think so.
I honestly thought Shorty probably violated by trying to keep his game system, and he just whoo-ha swung her. And I'm for a good shaking.
Yeah.
Okay, sometimes a person tests you. You know what I mean? You might not necessarily want to draw a knife or get a baseball bat, but a good shake does,
Mm.
you know, I'm all for it. Do a good shake.
In the beginning of the video, she looked more aggressive than he did.
My whole entire
That
point.
facts.
So we gonna go with Maine on this one.
We not.
I was trying to leave peacefully.
Yes.
And like he said, because I know that I've done it, either I'm grabbing car keys, wallets,
Because we really don't.
Video
want
game
to
video
leave.
game systems.
So
which I know
you're
that's
saying
gonna
that's a
touch you.
technique that some
Sure
women do
is.
use?
This one's I use.
And what was the
We're
purpose
talking
of that?
For me personally.
Okay.
not for
What is
all
the
women,
purpose of that?
To tell your ass to sit down. We gonna take
Oh, to not let you leave.
my whole point. So
Okay.
probably what happened is, like you said, he was trying to leave.
Copy
Everybody
that.
knows.
But if we do that, we.
Hold on.
But wait a minute.
I want to hear from Vic. Hold on now.
And I agree. And it's a double standard because I believe she played to the camera in that elevator.
Mm.
I absolutely believe she sat in that corner and did that whole scene in the
Yeah.
elevator to play to the camera in the elevator because society is so one-sided. They don't look at men being a
Wasn't she an actor first
And
anyway?
honestly,
And
I
all
even
he
didn't
did was
swing
yank it
her.
back
He
because she
didn't
wouldn't
yank
let
her.
go.
Yeah.
So that's what I took it from it too. He was yanking it.
Mhm.
So in the midst of the yanking, she flew with that with her little skinny ass.
And she's so
She
little
just-
anyway.
That's my
you
whole
know?
point too. I don't think because he doesn't seem like that type of person.
So let me rewind, okay? Because they
Go
said
ahead.
they were siding with you, right?
I didn't really.
And I didn't think
really
that we
have
have
side,
a
but
disagreement on the fact that she definitely did some shit.
She
Okay,
Shay, you was
okay.
saying some crazy stuff.
No, I always say crazy stuff, but that's neither here nor there. I always do. I mean, I definitely got
been.
bit.
We was on main side.
Right.
Well, you could be on his side.
He was talking to Shay or the Brooks.
You was definitely talking to motherfucking Brooklyn, and on the topic, getting back to it, like I motherfucking said, what happened in that elevator,
Was
whether
above
we
our tax
say
bracket.
right,
Exactly. That's what I
right.
told you when we
So
was young.
regardless
There you
of
go.
the factor,
I don't know nothing
do
about
we
that.
believe that he was physically abusive to her? And I said no. I do not believe that he was physically abusive to her.
Accurate.
Do I believe that something can potentially, or they have a toxic situation? Hell
Yes.
to the yes. For it to even go whatever way that you just saw. That's a minimum of what
But
they're even
here's
allowed
the
us
beauty
to see.
of that. They're no longer together.
Right.
So that toxic energy
But
has left.
At the end
Correct.
of the day, like, it ain't paying no money in my pocket, so I could care
Right.
less what they doing.
Facts.
Question number 2.
But that was a question for
You
that
know,
one.
but that's the
Question
thing.
number 2 again?
Tammy, we grown. That we can say that. There's a lot of young folks that, spend their whole day on social media
Yeah, but they
watching.
have
No, because these are
life.
somebody's couple goals.
Yeah.
They
Right.
have no life. They want to be
Like soon as they broke up, this is what all the naysayers
Now this
about
came
couple
out.
life
Yeah.
started hating and saying, "Oh, this was
Right.
your couple goals. Look what happened to them."
Right.
And when you keep getting people using examples of real situations, couples being in a relationship is not a fantasy. The fantasy is always greater than the reality.
Facts.
But here,
Facts.
when reality is better than the fantasy, is when reality and the fantasy come together and meet, and y'all both are working, and it goes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Totally
But you
agree.
both have to mutually be that way.
There
Right.
you go.
That
my
is
my
completely.
my biggest lesson I've gotten as I've gotten older, and another reason why, instead of saying I'm a good guy, I'm a gentleman, is because as most men grow up, we grow to go after what we see. We're never really taught how to handle relationships unless we grew up in a 2-parent home. We see our parents. Sometimes those situations are toxic. I've been fortunate. My parents, for the most part, have had a very great loving. Like they've been together 40 years. Actually, this is their 40th anniversary. I think either coming up or passing up.
Okay.
So I've had a good foundation as far as relationship is, and they've always worked together as a team. You know what I mean? From what I've seen, some of my boys had great family relations. Only my one best friend was the only one that I seen he didn't have his dad around in the house.
Right.
But he was in Brooklyn, and they, every once in a while, he'd go down there. He had a relationship for him, before he actually passed away. So he had some substance. Dad also had a few kids. So he had a few siblings, and so forth.
Right.
My biological dad, never met. I have a 12-page letter from him. I know I have some random older siblings that's probably like 45, 48, whatever.
Right.
They all, according to his letter, were either in a halfway house for women, and one, my half brother was in jail for rape.
Okay.
He blamed himself for that because he wasn't there.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Every line in the letter was like, you know, God this or Most High this and forgiveness and all this. But that's all I know about.
Right.
Now imagine if I didn't have my stepdad. How would I have an attitude towards even just men in general and relationships in general?
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So it all depends.
Well, it depends on what your situation is, your upbringing, basic bottom line, what you
Really?
build